I know we have limited time, so I just want to read this quote. It's from your book, Nation of Victims, which I actually purchased on Kindle to make sure that it was legit. I didn't want to go off other sources. You know, you wrote, "It was a dark day for democracy. The loser of the last election refused to concede the race, claimed the election was stolen, and raised hundreds of millions of dollars from loyal supporters, and is considering running for executive office again." I'm referring, of course, to Donald Trump, where you compared him in that chapter to Stacey Abrams as a sore loser. I watched your DC Drano and Candace Owens interview, and when they brought it up, you said it was airlifted and satirical. I felt like you were misleading the audience, trying to make them think that you didn't say it. I just want to read this here because my issue is not that you think that Trump's a sore loser like Stacey Abrams, or if you didn't, I'm just not sure which one you actually believe, because in the book, I'm just going to read another part. It says, so I was especially disappointed when I saw President Trump take a page from Stacey Abrams' playbook. His claims were just as weak as Abrams. She claimed voter suppression. He claimed voter fraud. And you went on to say how his claims of voter fraud were ridiculous and you didn't agree with them. But then on Candace Owens' thing, you said that you did believe in ballot fraud and election fraud when they contacted you. So I'm just wondering which one is you, the one that you wrote a year ago or the one on Candace's show?
Vivek Ramaswamy flat out lied on the interview. Candace Owens and DC Drano let him off the hook.
So let me be really clear about something. I've written 3 books in the last 18 months. That passage has now been floating around Twitter. I'd encourage you to read the book, or at least even the chapter that came from. Those lines were tongue-in-cheek, in part because those were the opening words of the chapter. It was a dark day for democracy. The winner refused to concede the election, raised hundreds of millions of dollars. Those exact words. I'm referring to, of course, Stacey Abrams. That was literally the opening paragraph of that chapter. And it turned out that those words were literally borrowed from a description of somebody else criticizing Donald Trump that I then cut and pasted. So look, I have detailed messaging on all of this, but you read that chapter and you read that book, it's easy for someone to airlift something out of Nation of Victims without reading the whole book. It was literally a satirical chapter that started with those words that someone had used against Donald Trump, with Stacey Abrams as the punchline. And here's the thing about the books I've written. I wasn't writing them with any intention of running for president, right? And so otherwise you'd read them and can this be misquoted?